Mr. Paint was fine. He was fine at 7:43 a.m. He made coffee. He sat down. He opened his phone. He is no longer fine. Nothing happened. Nobody called. Nobody told him anything. Nobody arrived with bad news. He looked at what someone else is doing. And now his Tuesday feels like a Tuesday in a way it did not feel 30 seconds ago. This is social comparison. And the system running it has never once seen a highlight reel. He did not decide to compare himself. The comparison arrived. It assessed. It produced a result. It did all of this before he had finished reading the caption. The result is not favorable. Not because he is doing badly. Because the comparison system does not ask whether you want to run a comparison before running one. It runs automatically. The moment social information arrives, what someone else has, where they are, what they achieved, the brain begins measuring it against its current assessment of you. This is not insecurity. This is a calibration system that kept humans accurately positioned within their social group for 200,000 years. Knowing where you stood, relative to others in food, safety, status, relationships, was survival-relevant information. The brain that tracked its position survived better than the brain that did not. Mr. Paint's brain is tracking against information it was never designed to receive. He has put the phone down. He is fine. He has picked the phone up again. He is less fine. He has put the phone down. He is fine. He has picked the phone up again. He is running the comparison again. He does not know why he keeps picking it up. The comparison keeps running. He knows his Tuesday. His Tuesday has the coffee that went slightly cold. The thing he said in a meeting 2 weeks ago that he still thinks about occasionally. The task he has been meaning to start. The general low-level awareness that he could be doing better at several things simultaneously. The person on the screen does not appear to have any of this. The person on the screen appears to be thriving. Specific. In a documented way. With good lighting. Here is why. He is comparing his internal experience to their external presentation. His full, unedited reality to their selected highlight. His rough draft to their finished version. The comparison is not between two people. It is between one person's everything and another person's best. This is not a fair fight. In 200,000 BC, this did not happen. The comparison was between what you could directly observe, their actual food supply, their actual shelter, their actual position. The information was unmediated. What you saw was what existed. The screen is not unmediated. The screen is a selection. His brain has not received the update. In 1954, Leon Festinger proposed what he called social comparison theory. The central idea: humans evaluate their own abilities, opinions, and circumstances by comparing them to other people. Not against an objective standard. Against other people. Other people are the measuring instrument. This made complete sense in a tribe of 50. The 50 people were observable and real. The comparison was to actual humans and actual conditions. If your food supply was worse than theirs, you had accurate information about your relative position. The instrument was calibrated. Mr. Paint is now running this instrument against a curated selection of the peak moments of millions of people he has never met. The instrument is the same. The inputs are unrecognizable. And here is the part nobody tells you. The brain cannot tell the difference between a real social comparison and a performed one. It processes the information from the screen with the same weight it would give to standing next to that person in real life. The status signal when the comparison is unfavorable is the same. The threat response is the same. The highlight reel triggers a survival response. Because the brain thinks the highlight reel is real. The person Mr. Paint is comparing himself to does not exist. Not entirely. There is a real person. The real person has cold coffee and meeting regrets and tasks they have been meaning to start. The real person has their own unedited Tuesday. The person on the screen is not that person. The person on the screen is a performance of that person. Selected, filtered, captioned, timed for maximum engagement, presented in the best available light, chosen from multiple attempts. Mr. Paint is losing a comparison to a performance, not a person, a performance. And the performance is optimized to make the comparison go badly, not maliciously. The algorithm rewards content that generates engagement. Content that generates engagement tends to be content that makes the viewer feel something. The viewer feeling inadequate generates engagement. The algorithm learned this without being told. The comparison was always going to be unfavorable. It was designed to be unfavorable. Mr. Paint does not know this. His brain is filing the information as accurate social data. He puts the phone down. He feels better almost immediately. Not because anything changed. Because the comparison stopped. He was fine at 7:43 a.m. He is fine at 8:17 a.m. The 34 minutes in between were the phone. He picks it up again. The comparison system does not have a satisfied state. It has a current reading. The current reading needs updating. Updated information about social position was continuously valuable in 200,000 BC because the tribe was constantly changing. The brain that monitored continuously had better information than the brain that checked occasionally. He picks it up because the system wants a new reading. The new reading will not be better. He picks it up anyway. Here's the thing nobody told you about comparing yourself to others. You are not insecure. You are not vain. You are not shallow for caring about what other people have or where they are or what they are doing. You are running a calibration system that kept your ancestors accurately positioned within their social group for 200,000 years. The system is supposed to run. The system is supposed to use other people as data. The system is supposed to produce a reading. The problem is not the system. The problem is the inputs. You were calibrated for 50 people you could actually see. Real food. Real shelter. Real position. Real Tuesday. You're now receiving a curated selection of peak moments from millions of people you have never met, processed through an algorithm designed to make each one feel maximally relevant to your specific insecurities. The instrument is working perfect. The inputs are completely wrong. This is not a character flaw. This is a precision instrument receiving data it was never designed to process. You were fine at 7:43 a.m. The Tuesday you have is a real Tuesday. The Tuesday on the screen is a performance of a Tuesday. Your brain cannot tell the difference. It is trying its best with the information it has. So are you. Nothing has changed in 200,000 years. Not the comparison. Not the calibration. Not the status signal that fires when the reading is unfavorable. Only the size of the group being measured against. The tribe got considerably larger. And considerably more curated. MrPaint has put the phone down. He is fine. He will pick it up again in 4 minutes. He knows this. He nodded.